Yes.
Okay, good, thanks. There are some like really important albums to me when I was a kid, like albums that my mom had. One of them was Prince, the self-titled album. It's like the feathered hair, like Farrah Fawcett, the blue background, sit on a unicorn on the back cover. Does anyone know that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that was really big for me. There were a couple of Lionel Richie songs that like I fell in love with, still am in love with, because my mom would tell stories about like all the songs and she would connect the pictures. But the album that probably informed a lot of like what I do now is Bad Girls by Donna Summer. So that album cover was Donna Summer in Ilove Grate, and you can see her through the point of view of someone sitting in the car, presumably a man, with cash in his hand. And I was really young, like maybe 10, and I remember like the lyrics just like, you know, see him out on the streets at night, walking, all kinds of strangers. Like the line, you can score if your pocket's tight. Cause you want a good time. Yeah. I didn't know what they were describing. Like I didn't know like, oh, this is that sex work, but I knew it sounded like really fun. And the girls on the album, they looked great. I wanted to be able to like live in that music, right? And because it was very different from how I was being raised, which is or was Catholic in the South. Black girl Catholic in the South. So a lot of rules. And not having a voice, like children aren't to be seen and not heard, you will get paddled. Catechism class is all about like how to get to heaven. It's like your intro to how to get to heaven. And I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Like I'm definitely not gonna. Because everything that was like a rule, I was breaking, or was gonna break, or wanted to break. And I was trying really hard to be a good girl. And I remember in one class, Sister Catherine was like, so yeah, if you even think about a sin, like that you can't even think about it. And I was like, I can't even think about it? Like I'm trying my damnedest not to do it, and you tell me if I think about it, it's already, well, I'm just gonna go to hell. And I can't. So there was like this, these two worlds that I kind of lived in, like the strict uniform Catholic schoolgirl, doing the right thing, be a good girl, and then that fantasy of me being able to hang out with Donna Summer on the streets of some studio with a man holding cash in his hands driving up to us. So I think that kind of laid the groundwork to me being open. And what I found out that I was open to was like just wanting to have a voice. And later on I discovered my body, right? Because in catechism class what I learned was that like the devil and God are having a big war over you and what you do and your body. So I had to follow all these rules to make sure I didn't tempt men. I had to make sure I waited for marriage and like had to wear certain things and not wear certain things and all of this stuff. I was just like, oh my God, like I can't do it. So I knew I was going to rebel, I just didn't know when. And that when came like around my 11th grade year in high school, where this older man invited me to a club that was very lax about the IDs. And in that club they had a dance contest. And the winner of the dance contest got $100. So I was like, oh, I for sure won $100. So they call us up, like whoever signed up for it, they call us on stage, and there is, I think I'm like third of fourth, and the first two girls, like, the first girl was really cute, like, okay, I'm gonna dance because the music, I'm gonna dance. And the second girl, like, did like more of a shimmy kind of thing, and this was around the time, like, you know, Uncle Luke, Miami, Daisy Dukes, that whole thing was on. Yeah, so the DJ must have known we had some kind of had the connection, must have known that like that would be the thing that would help me out. So he put the music on. I started gyrating like everything that I could do. Took off my top, which was really just like a jacket. That had like a bra on. This was the 90s, so like, you know, the bra as a shirt was a thing. So, you know, I was just gyrating and I got down on the floor and I started bouncing my ass in front of one of the judges, and I was like, after it, I was like, oh, that was a lot of fun. And I don't even care if I win or not, but then I won. Yeah, so right, like at that moment when they put the money in my hand, I started planning my stripping career. I'm like, and do this contest every week. And then I'm gonna go, I don't even know where, but like that was my immediate plan. Like come back every week and win the contest. And do the same little things. It didn't even get that far because the school that I applied to was here in New York and I got accepted, so I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna go to New York. Didn't think about like dancing anymore. But what I really loved was that I could be whoever, like in South Carolina, which is where I'm from. I had to be, you know, the oldest child that set an example for everybody, the good Catholic, you know, the virtuous girl, and I just wanted to like sleep boys in my room and dance for people at clubs and get money, you know, during the summer, studio a lot. But when I got to New York, I was like, wow, nobody knows me here. I'm free. So I started doing poetry, a lot of poetry, in the open mic circuit, and then we're like my grandmother would definitely be blushing if she ever heard me saying some of the stuff that I said. But the fact that I could say it on a mic in front of a bunch of people, like, opened me up. And then dancing did come back, and I was like, oh, maybe I want to dance more. All right, well, I need to learn how to do what the strippers do, so let me learn from a stripper. And so I called a stripper. I called a strip club. So like, oh, we have to go take your class, you and your friends. Brought all my friends with me. We go to the club. We spent a lot of money. Like, we were saving up for like a spa day at a bed and breakfast somewhere. And we like just tapped out that whole savings. But when we got to the club, it was like during the day, like right before, you know, opening. And they told us to bring like a shirt or something, like to practice taking on clothes. And we were in the champagne room, and like she's standing in the middle of the floor, and we're all surrounding her, and she starts to tell us what to do, and I'm so pissed because I'm like, I could do this on my own. We spent a lot of money for nothing. Her lesson was like, so then you're gonna like move your hips like this, yeah, like that, move your hips like that, and then take off a shirt. Okay, now do this. And I was like, if we don't learn a trick or something, I'm gonna really. I was really mad. So my friends didn't know that like I was doing research, right? They didn't know that there was like a guy I wanted to dance for, and then plans that I was going to make to do some more dancing, because those college classes were. Like one time I took a part-time job answering phones at an escort service, and that was really interesting. The girls were interesting. One girl, like, we always talk about the celebrities that she would date, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, and how he and his wife would, I spread the rumors more, to be honest. But like, you know, him and his wife would always call her up, and so it was fun listening to those stories, and I kind of lived vicariously through them. And then the day that I was supposed to get my first paycheck, because the first 2 weeks you're trading, so you don't get paid. Then the next 2 weeks, you can get that money 2 weeks after. So I'm 6 weeks in, and we're working out of this apartment building that it's on the first floor, but all the windows are blacked out, and I'm there one day with the girl we call number 2. Like there's the manager, and then workers, and there's number 2. Like she's supposed to be in charge as seniority, but she just could not put 2 and 2 together. So we're sitting there talking, and I find out that answering the phones is a felony. I was like, oh, the girls, they're probably in charge of the mystery, but you're soliciting because you're answering the phones and booking the girls. So, and I was like, well, what? Just then, there's a knock on the door, and number 2's dumbass goes to the door, because we never have to knock on the door. She opens the door, and there's 2 cops standing there, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. If you walk in, there's no denying that this is not like an apartment. Like there's a couch here where the girls like hanging out, but you go into the next room, there's just all phones lined up on the walls, and I'm just like, oh, I'm about to go to jail. And that was the day that I learned that Tupac died, so it was just like a really bad day. By some stroke of genius, like she's like, the cops are here, they weren't gonna know if we heard anything because something happened on the 5th floor, and I was like, we didn't hear anything. No, we didn't hear a thing. No, we didn't. Close the door. Okay, yeah, thanks, bye. And I was like, okay, I can't do this. Like, I do not want to go to jail for answering phones for Sheila to go hang out with John Paul that dance. So, I went back to trying to learn how to strip. And so I found, at this point, this is right at the beginning where pole dance classes started becoming a thing. And I'm like, okay, so I'll take classes for a couple of weeks and then I can go dance. And something happened in that class where it was just like, I forgot about dance. Like if poetry gave me my voice, then those classes gave me my body back. Like it was all about, like in the beginning it was, life's low, there's no mirrors, there's no choreography. You're encouraged to like put your hands on your body, let you trace your curves, smear the music into your curve, like all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. I totally forgot about dancing for somebody else. And then a year into it, my teacher said, hey, they're looking for teachers, I think you should go out and do it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So I'm doing that a few years, and I had these opportunities where like I could make money. And something like I didn't have to go to a strip club. Like there would be celebrities who were training for parts in TV shows or movies, or they wanted to dance for somebody, and that was cool. And then someone asked me to be in a burlesque show. And I was like, oh yeah, well I don't really do burlesque, but the thing I do is like kind of something different. She's like, I don't care, just do whatever, we need somebody to be in the spot. Like, what do you like to do? And I'm like, oh, I like to do lap dances. She's like, okay, yeah, do a lap dance. So I'm like, oh, okay. So my whole shtick was, you just pick somebody out of the crowd, and I gave them a lap dance. And that first time that I did it, it was like everything that I imagined being with Donna Summer was going to be like. There was someone there who was completely captivated. I was completely in control of my body. I was speaking to this person, like we were having a wordless conversation, and I was using my body, to say all the things that I wanted to say. And it felt really, really good. So good, and I was like, I could do like whatever I want. So maybe I'm gonna be like a private lap dancer. I'm gonna be a private dancer. Private dancer. That song would be my jingle. Like I'm just gonna put in the paper of Craigslist. And so I like would have arrangements with guys, and sometimes we were just talking, sometimes it was dancing. And one guy wanted me to flog his face, right? So floggers, you know what floggers are? Yeah, and like not gently either. Like he would put on a mask and want me to like flog him, and I was so scared, but the money was so good, so I started doing it. And like he would train me like, okay, so this is where you hit, where you don't hit. Like I learned a lot of stuff from him, and so there was one session, I think it might have been my second to last session, where he said something, I can't even remember what it was, but it I might as well have heard like, just let go. And I did, and I was like Indiana Jones with it. It was connected to my breath, and this energy started like kind of coursing through me, and he was so pleased, and I got like a big tip, and afterwards I was like, my body was humming, and I was like, oh, this feels like religious. This feels like when people catch the Holy Spirit, what I assumed that it must feel like. And I was like, oh my God, I got my religion back now. So I got my body, my voice, and my religion back. So I realized, the conclusion that I came to through all of this as I'm like exploring it, is that there's a lot of policing of women's bodies and a lot of autonomy that's taken away from us, a lot of responsibility that's put on us that is for other people's actions. There's a lot of messages that say like, you know, dancing at clubs or living in a footloose town, they would say like, I guess music in general, like it's all evil stuff. It's sort of like somehow exploit you. I'm like, oh, but it wasn't dancing in the club, teaching pole dance class. It wasn't vlogging the sky space. None of that stuff took my flying away from me. It